It's our time to shine. Hustle all the time. Money on my mind. I hustle all the time.
Hello.
What up, guys?
What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hold on, let me connect with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I'ma just be.
yeah. Supreme, supreme.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I
Okay.
like the, I like the necklace.
Thank you. I keep it on.
Yeah.
I
You
know
got a whole new one on the
today,
way.
uh, on the good and evil subject today. Just
All
being
right.
you. No interruption with no extra guests.
Oh,
um,
yes.
yeah.
Uh,
So
I'm just any question. I'm open to answer, and then shoot, you bounce off my energy.
okay. Okay. So what's the difference between like a homeless person, right?
Yeah,
So they on the street and this other person, what they call rich, stay in the mansion, right?
yeah.
So is that? I mean, why God, whatever people call God, didn't bless the homeless person the same? You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like somebody going to college versus going to jail. Like, what makes them better than the next person?
shit, shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, that. Me personally, if me I being asked that, in my own opinion, you know what I mean? Because I've been a person with a place and I've been a person without a place. You get what I'm saying?
Too.
So I've been on both ends of the scopes, and I'm still the same person. So all this is just really a matter of perspective to the outside person, but it won't even matter because all that matters is what's going on the inside. So what's going on the outside don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? That's just a matter of a circumstance, and your perspective just of your circumstance depends on how long you're inside your circumstance.
Yeah, yeah, because speaking of like Billy Carson, he was like, why, pretty much, why God, well, you think I'm just in that mansion? I don't, pretty much, I ain't no better than the homeless person. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And I feel the same way. Like I said, like you said, it's the inside of yourself. Like, who are you as a person? Because money don't make you or make your personality. I don't think so.
I
I don't think.
actually been happier on the street and than paying bills and all that type of stuff, like being in, yeah, like rules, uh having to pay every month, all that shit. All that shit is, man, it's just when you really tap in, you really tap in. Like once you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to go back. Like especially when you're the type of person that I am. I'm an all the way type of person or no way at all. So like when I go in on some shit, when I go in on something, and I go all the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really observe situations before I go all the way in. So I don't bump my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yes. And I think
Yeah.
everybody should do that. Like, I'm a real cautious person. I don't know if it's good or bad, good or evil. I get chewed out about it, especially from the guys. Like, why you ain't came on your house yet? Like, I want to get to know you when you be coming around me and my kids. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't finna just invite you over, and,
Yeah.
and, and then next thing you know, hey, matter of fact, I had knew a friend. This was recently. Actually, the other day, I knew this guy about 2, 3 years. So I was like, he ain't never came to my house. Let me invite him to my house, right?
Yeah.
Man, nigga tried to jump on me. I said, oh, get off me, man. You gotta leave. Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. Hey,
Like,
cause
hey,
that,
break over here for that. They break have a good time and chill. You know what I'm saying? All that extra stuff. If we was gonna have sex, let that happen. Don't
yeah,
yeah,
organically. Yeah,
don't force it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
It should never be like. It should never be like said. That should be one thing too. Like it should never be said. It should be like organic. You feel
mm,
me? Like eye contact. You feel me? Like I speak more than anything.
I'm
You
like,
feel?
I'm like, whoa, get out of me. Hey, you. What done happened to you? I'm like, no, it's what the fuck that didn't happen to me. And I ain't finna let it happen now. As a 30-something-year-old woman, I'm not finna have no nigga to be raping on me now. Goddamn my life. What the
Yeah, it's a shame.
hell?
Yeah, yeah, been there, done that. Yeah, for real. Been there, done that.
So even in when the universe was made, when Zeus then was made, they used to eat their children. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting the energy go, they used to eat it so it won't come down to this realm. Eat the kids. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much put the energy right back into them. How you
Yeah.
feel about that? Do you feel like that's a evil, good thing?
Um, you said one,
Like,
one more time.
oh, they used to eat their kids. Like Zeus, he was gonna get eaten, but they Gaia had hid him, so kind of tricked. Dang, what his name? Cronus
Yeah.
tricked him. So he thought he ate his last baby, but he didn't. So that's how Zeus came about. He don't ate all his other kids, but he ain't eat Zeus.
Mm. I, I
So,
ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't gonna lie. Go about that. That's all. Look, that sound like a fib. You know what I mean? Even just listening to it, I heard that before too. That's Greek mythology.
yeah, it's Greek mythology.
Yeah, this Greek mythology, like, and like when we talking about Zeus and stuff like that, we talking about like the Anunnaki. Like
Right,
the real Zeus was an Anunnaki. Like he was like just like me and you, and
right,
um and shit, he's even still on the realm, just in different bodies. Just
right. He a body hopper.
yeah, because the Anunnaki has several bodies, just like every single one of us. We have multiple, like you have clones. Like all of us, like if you've been to the doctor before, you got your blood shot, you have extra bodies out there of yourself already, but people don't know this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you'll this is like sometimes you'll feel emotion, you'll feel depressed because that's something that your clone going through, or you'll be feeling if one of your clones die, you feel me, like you'll feel like deep, you'll feel sad, you feel me, like you'll feel like you lost something in your life, you feel me, but really, you know what I mean, there's one of your cells coming back to you. So I feel like that's what it is when it be like when it's talking about like the metaphorically of the Greek mythology of like when one of your kids, like when somebody passed, they come inside you. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like
And
energetically. Yeah, I don't think they were talking about, he physically ate them, grabbed them, and ate them. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the Bible, how there's a bunch of stories in there that's it, when you read it, it sounds third dimensional, but it's deeper than what it's saying. You know what I mean? When it's talking about Pisces, it's talking about like age of time. You know what I'm saying? When it's talking about food, it's talking about knowledge. It's not actually talking about food. It's talking about knowledge. Like nothing.
oh,
Yeah, like nothing's actually like, it's all metaphoric. Like that's why he says, I come to you in parables. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's why he said message like, I come to you in parables, because it's always gonna be it's gonna be deeper than just on a plain surface than what's being seen. So that's my perspective on that. I don't think, kids was actually being physically ate. Yeah. I think that was, the fib on that. Even as a US, even as you even as we were talking about it, like my heart started beating fast. I was like oh
That's a
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah, but definitely has been an Anunnaki though. We got clones. There's definitely multiple versions of us, and that's what that meant when it was in Greek mythology when it's talking about Zeus and eating the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, with that situation, answer that question.
so do you think well I know well I think about the 666. I don't think that's evil. I
Oh,
think
666. Oh, okay. 666. That is not evil. 666 is what we're
right,
made out of.
right.
Because we're melanated beings. Six. It takes to make an atom. It takes 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and if you add those together, 6 plus 6 plus 6, it gives you 18. And then 8 plus 1 gives you 9, which is 9. Nine is the number of completion. We are complete beings. We
Not,
are non-ether beings.
yeah,
That's what people mean when they be like, I'm non-ether. I'm not. That's what they mean. Like you pretty much like banging the 666, and that's what like a lot of rappers and stuff. That's what they're actually talking about when they're putting the 666 on their face, when they're putting it inside their music. They're not talking about evil. They're talking about like I'm a god. Like that's what they're saying. Like they're just telling you stuff that you don't. They be throwing you stuff in your face. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it all being, they be telling you that they know like way more than all Illuminati means uh uh being illuminated. You get what I'm saying? It's just knowing something. You know what I mean? It's just knowledge. So all they're saying is I know more than you. That's all they're saying is I know more than you. That's why in the Bible they say my people shall suffer from a lack of knowledge. That's why the more you learn, the less problems you have in your life, because all your problems in your life have a solution. But sometimes we're not on the vibration of trying to figure out solutions. You know what I mean? So once you hire your vibration, you start getting on the vibration of being a problem solver. You know what
that's
I
right.
mean? And that's what they don't teach you in school. I
They,
had one teacher that taught me how to be a problem solver. You know what I mean? And that was his whole push. He said, we are all problem solvers. You know what I mean? He said, if you got a problem, you solve it on your own. He was that type of person. I love him. I remember his name, Mr. Guerrera. I still remember him. Mr. Guerrero, you feel me? He was pushing a real message. You get what I'm saying? You always get that one teacher in school out of all 12 years. You get one or two teachers that you'll remember that really did probably that dropped the jewel in you, that kept your heart in the right place when you was inside of school. You get what
right,
I'm saying? Like kept you going, kept you in the right place, because you got them people who get on the path and they know, but them people that they just get off the path and they know. Because
right,
we always know, you know what I mean? But people that on some funky, be on that rebellious energy, you know what I mean?
right.
Because that's the energy that we come on as being a 666, not ether being chaos energy. We
Mm,
come from the darkness, you get what I'm saying? So when we don't know how to control our darkness, and when our darkness isn't being used alchemically as an alchemist, you get what I'm saying, on purpose, then your energy will be used against you. You get what I'm saying?
right,
So that's why we have to understand that, even with that, 6 protons, it takes 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons to make a being. You know what I'm saying? To make an atom. And you are made of all these atoms. Will make you a 666 non-ether being, which is not evil from far. It's actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
right.
like, when you see the number 666, you should smile. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like something. That's what they do. That's alchemy that they taught against you on your own self, just like with the locks. You know what I mean? They'll tell you to call your locks dreadlocks because it was dreadful for them to go through it when we was whooping their ass with our locks as a weapon inside the Haitian Rebellion War. You know what I mean? If you know about the Haitian Rebellion War, that's one of the wars that they'll even tell you that we won that war because we beat their ass so bad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah. We're magical beings. I agree.
supreme.
Yeah. So yeah, I did have a teacher that even my dad, like, I asked him a question. I'm like, hey dad, how you do this? And like this. I didn't get that. How you do
Yeah.
it? Slap me in the back of the head. I said, oh no. I I remember now.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hey,
got it now. Yeah.
for real. Hey, mom. I thought my mama was tripping when she used to be having me doing like real spell. That's why I'm real big on writing, like writing magic and stuff like that to this day because my mom had me doing it when I was young. Like she'll have me write out words and say it 100 times. You get what I'm saying? Like say if I did something bad, like I have like my mom knew about this alchemy like without even knowing it, but she was teaching me. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the power of it now. But she used to tell me to write stuff down 100 times, say you'll never do it again 100 times. You get what I'm saying? Like it
School.
was
Yeah, school.
yeah, like and they was doing that because that mark stamps on your heart, like that mark, like moral stamps on your heart. Like the things that I wrote 100 times that I said I wouldn't do, I really didn't do no more. You know, so like,
Look, my ass,
like
they say, look, I put a whole line through the paper, then I start making the eyes. Try to fit
yeah,
the eyes. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They knew what they was doing.
So I even cause I've been catching myself even listen to understanding the Pastor Troy song these days. You know what I'm saying? What is heaven to hell was vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like Pastor Troy, um, stuff like that. Like you said, like 3 6 Mafia. Everybody thought they was evil when they came out.
Yeah,
You know, they were like, oh yeah, you listen to that devil music. Well, that's the vibration I'm on. You know, at the time. You know what I'm saying? Even you know, dealing like you said, dealing with other energies like a kid's father. I realized that me and him, his energy is different from mine, right? Even
yeah,
though we got together, he don't understand like a person that don't understand like, oh, you finna pick the kids up at 7. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, and you don't call it to 10, 11. And if I tell this person something like, hey, I need you to be, you know, like, okay, 30 minutes late, maybe, but not no 2 3 hours. The point of respect and control. How you feel about respecting someone and controlling someone?
Oh, that's deep. I love that. And I even had to go. I feel like everybody has those internal battles, especially once you get into a relationship with somebody. That's when that gets really tested. And then once you live with somebody, that gets really tested on your control boundaries, on what that you know what I'm saying, like what type of person you really comes out, and it can't be hidden no more. Then
Yeah,
when it comes down to a relationship, when you have somebody, and I always feel like it's always best to go with let people be who they are. You can't control them because the more you try to condemn somebody who they are, the more they're gonna want to. And one day you're not gonna control it, and you're not even gonna know. It's never gonna expect it. They're gonna be tired of you, and you're controlling your control barriers and your boundaries because we're all limitless free beings. You get what I'm saying?
that's
So
how I feel.
we're already trapped inside of a body, so we don't even. Then we got everything else they got going on doing us. So like it makes it more difficult when you're in a relationship with somebody and it gets like that. And then when you live with each other, it gets even more deeper when it comes down to boundaries and control and respect. You know what I mean? And as for a man requires respect and a woman requires love. You get what I'm saying? So that's the yin and the yang, a balance in that. So as long as a man always remember to give his girl love, you get what I'm saying? She's good. As long as she always respects him, you know what I mean? Show him that she respects him, he's good. Because that's all a man really cares about at the end of the day. And he's gonna want that more, especially if he works, you get what I'm saying? If he's in the matrix, you get what I'm saying? He's gonna want that type of respect even more. You get what I'm saying? Especially being yeah, a melanated being in the matrix.
Yeah, and I think in these days of time too that people, I be an oddball. You know, because I give people respect. You don't want people like, why you don't talk to me dirty? Talk to me. They want you to talk to them messed up.
Yeah.
And these are the they really want. I'm not that type of person. I'm finna talk to you like I care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna talk like, yeah, motherfucker, bitch ass nigga, all that. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people like abuse. What you think about people that
Ooh.
abused and abuse other people?
That starts from that comes from childhood trauma. You get what I'm saying? Whether it was you want acceptance, it comes from acceptance, like approval. There you go, approval. Always wanting approval, like where everybody's trying to get to the next goal because that's what school was. They had you getting them good grades, so you could try to get them good grades. You come back to your mama and like I got good grades. You get what I'm saying? And get that reward, satisfaction. You feel like you're a good person, a good kid. You get what I'm saying? So that just transfers to real life. If you feel like you got money, you feel me? You feel like you're doing your shit. You feel like you're killing the game. But when you feel like you don't got your money, when you feel like you ain't got your money right, you feel like you ain't got you ain't getting you ain't getting your women right, your love life not right. You know what I mean? Then that throws your whole balance off. You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes.
and that's what that really comes down to right there with me.
Do you think people really, really love, you know?
It's like shadow work. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like a lot of people missing the shadow work. You get what I'm saying, from the childhood trauma, because the
They,
the childhood trauma still carries on. Like that young child that went through whatever you went through. You know what I mean? Or that whatever you went through that was that first time and it was traumatizing. If you
mm-hmm.
don't heal from that, like it's all you're gonna keep going through it, like in your head, and then what you go through in your head, you start attracting. You get what I'm saying? Because your mind creates matter. So you're gonna start attracting type of people that's gonna remind you of the situations. You're gonna attract like situations from people that's in your life that's gonna remind you of old situations. You get what I'm saying? Constantly have you being a dog chasing your tail. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Um and and that's what it really comes down to, is really knocking out the shadow work daily. You know what I'm saying? If you need to cry, cry. Like if you need to be angry, be angry. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like if you need to express yourself, express yourself. If you need to just tell yourself to, you know what I'm saying? Like if you need to go sit next to a tree, go sit next to a
Yeah.
damn tree. Like whatever you feel like you just need to do, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't just be balled up and because that's being against your nature. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, you can't be against your nature. You have to nurture your nature.
Right. Like you
You
said,
get what I'm
shadow work, that's real important. And being honest with yourself about everything. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you ain't got nowhere to start the heal. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
The heal.
Mhm.
Because you can lie to yourself all day. You know what I'm saying? You wonder, like, okay, sit back and wonder, like, why do I attract that type of person? You know what I'm saying? How did I get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Once you start doing the work, you start being honest with yourself. You be like, oh, I know how I got there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I got you.
Yeah. So I think that's important that people do needs to heal.
Yeah, the shadow work is super important because shoot, if you don't do the shadow of your shadow work, it's just gonna keep following you. Just that's why it's called shadow work. It's gonna keep following you and saying work on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so, and you know what I mean. So it's just that simple when it comes down to shadow work, and healing the heart, because the heart is, whew, and that's why they say your heart gets weighed when you pass. You get what I'm saying? The heart has to be light as a feather. You know what I'm saying? Because having a heavy heart, you know what I mean, that builds up to regret and guilt and anxiety. You know what I mean, and paranoia and stuff like that. So that's why, yeah, opening up the heart equals you gonna open up your throat chakra and express yourself freely. You know what I'm saying? from where you stand from. I was like, you don't know what they got going on. You just know where your heart and where it's coming from with your heart. You know what I mean? So, and that comes with like there's a book that I read. It's called Four Agreements. You know what I'm saying? And one of the four agreements is make your words be impeccable. You know what I mean? Always stand on things that you're saying. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, when you stand on things you're saying, it's gonna come from your heart. So
Yeah.
you ain't going no wrong when you're coming from there. And expression is most definitely key right now. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is mainly. That's why they say communication rules a nation. They say that for a reason.
Yes.
So like a lot of problems really be communication. Like
Right.
yeah.
So, because I remember on the last time we were saying that both of us, guess quiet kids or whatnot, observed it,
Mm-hmm.
whereas then you grow up and learn how to use your throat chakra. And then you realize, like, a lot of people do not know how to communicate. So,
Yeah.
what do you do when you're dealing with a person that doesn't know how to communicate?
Oh, oh my, hey, that is a good. All right, so we all got different missions up in here. We got healers. You got what I'm saying? We got fighters. You got what I'm saying? Like it just depends on what type of energy you on. Like some people just don't got patience to deal with that. Like when you just a raw type of person, like you raw strict to tribal blood type of person, then you ain't gonna want to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? It's either we're on the same frequency or we're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's I ain't gonna lie, that's usually the best route to go. You know what I mean? It's called people call it selfish, but it's called self-preservation. You get what I'm saying? Because most people they most people really hold you back from getting to where you gotta go without them even knowing it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you just take that path of just always putting yourself first, you said, but not in a bad way, but always never forget that you have to. Only way to help other people is to help yourself. You get what I'm saying? So you always working on yourself to become a better helper for anybody else because you're always becoming a better version of yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I can help you if I'm always becoming better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't give you shit if I'm still stagnant on what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying, or what I'm on. Then what's the point of talking? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like yeah,
Yeah, because people, they were like, I was like, dang, like, I'm trying to communicate with you. Don't, and I don't like the people that like to talk when they drunk all the time. Don't talk to me then. Wait till you sober, and then you talk to me then. So, you know what I'm saying? Because it's you to drink some liquor, to want to express yourself, and it might be very emotional because you know some drink. And then I'm the type of person. I see somebody like that, I'll be like, I ain't finna say nothing right now. I'm gonna call them the next day, and I'm be like, hey, this, that, and the third, you tripping. I want to talk to you. I decided to call you back when you sober, so we can have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do not want to have them conversations unless they have alcohol in their system.
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, that's hard. Like you said, at that point in time, that's a need to cut it off. That's what.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Like it's really it's either you gonna get because I've done that. I've dealt with somebody who was an atheist and trying to change the person. I understand. That's why all the questions you've been asking have been like perfect questions. You can't change somebody. You can't control nobody. Like like all you can do is just truly be yourself natural. Like I'm talking about this shit is so fucking like it's so funny. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so scared to be themselves. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Like 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 they'll think you tripping because you're being yourself because they're not fully being their self. That's how deep it gets. You get what I'm saying? Like this is like that's what they be talking about as um like what you see in other people is what you see in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So what you would think somebody doing to you is what you would do.
Oh, oh, God.
That
Oh, that's some crazy stuff. I feel like, oh, yeah, just from a guy. Yeah, you probably got a nigga under the bed. You know, simple stuff like under the bed. Oh, who would do that? Hell, I'm grown. I ain't finna have nobody under the bed. What the fuck?
when he go to talking like that, all that's saying is I have multiple women and I'm checking up on you, making sure you ain't got multiple
Right.
niggas. That's it's like it's mental codes. Like when you're a real mentalist in this game, you get to choose and pick which battles you want to play. You get what I'm saying? You're like, okay, this one's not worth it. You're like, all right, this one right here is all right. This one right here, I gotta make a statement right here on this one. You get what I'm saying? And it's all really mental chess. This is not checkers. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like pawn. They move the pawn. You move the king. Boom. You know what I'm saying? They move the knight. You know what I'm saying? You move a pawn. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really it's all a video game. So it's just about choosing which battles you want to get in. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's usually best to have people around you that don't even bring that out of you. You want to be in the most comfortable as nature as possible. You want to feel like you in nature when you around people. Like I shouldn't feel like I'm in a box of my personality when I'm around somebody. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Then that's equivalent to being not yourself. You get what I'm saying? And what do we come here for? We specifically came here to express ourselves in the highest form. Like motherfucker, did you forget why you came here? You only came here to express who you are in the highest form. You get what I'm saying? And that's whoever the fuck you want to be. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's really another thing that's important is really tapping into our passions. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's just really important. I feel like tap into our passions.
And I definitely too, well, you know, look up my ancestors and like who is my great grandmother. I had never met her before, you know, like well in the physical form.
Yeah.
Like who is, you know, looking up people, and I mean, you know, it gets deep because I DNA or DEA, whatever, however you want to say it, RNA.
Spring. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it needs to be healed because some people actually, this guy came to me one time, and I met him at a performance I was performing, and you know, got healed, and I wanted to disappear so bad. He was like, yeah, my mama got raped by my uncle and her brother. And I'm like, so yeah, one of them my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That would blew me.
look, I wanted to disappear. I just snapped my finger. I wish I wasn't there.
I wanted to disappear.
That's a hell of a thing to tell somebody. At least he told me, you know, but at the same time, I was like, okay. What do you do? Like, cause some people is related on like both sides of the family. I have a cousin. She like she way down the line, but she related to me on both sides. Like, do you think that what I'm trying to say really bothers a person DNA when they related on both sides of the spectrum? You know, the family.
I'll find out on the 16th. That's when they said I should get paid on my first time. It should be a payment of $900. So I'll be letting everybody. I'll be putting on everybody on if I get that 900. You feel me?
I'm
So and then the very next day I got another check too. So if them shits come through, we all getting checks. Oh, oh shit. Hey, for real. Hey, shit. But yeah, we gonna see though. We gonna see on the 16th.
But yeah, so do you?
Not to ignore your question though. I don't feel like me personally. I don't feel like it bothers the DNA. Like I feel like if it's like mom and dad type, then it can bother like physical look. You get what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like abilities and mind power and all that,
Okay, okay. 'Cause I wonder, I'm like, so do
yeah,
anybody steal from you or try to keep well however killing, robbing, all that stealing? How you feel about that type of energy? Like, was that good or evil?
shoot, I feel like you know because see, I ain't gonna lie, I was just started talking about me personally. I feel like it was meant to happen because I used to be a big stealer when I was young, and I used to know how to pickpocket. Like I'm like real mentalist with the shit. Like from a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like I just love the whole mental game of it. Like and I love when I conquered it. Like I just love it. So like, but like it. I feel as though like that's the chaos energy that we work into to become like better alchemists. For when we do finally wake up, we'll know what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you, cause I don't roll stamps on my heart to never steal again. I can't steal it if I want to. If I stole something, I'll get disease or some shit. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so against my morals. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's just certain things that I do that will literally kill me, and that's why people do certain things because they'll have morals and they'll go against their morals and start getting sicknesses, diseases, and shit like that. Analyze your daily life. You know what I'm saying? I bet you lie all the time. You get what I'm saying? I bet you do. You get what I'm saying? I bet you eat terrible food. You get what I'm saying? Everything that's going on to you is attached to what's either coming out your mouth or what you putting in your mouth.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
Cause I still eat fried chicken here and there, but when I started like being watching what I eat and stop eating after 8 o'clock, I don't eat again to 12 p.m. Yeah, I said it right. 12 p.m. the next day, and I started actually thinking more better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More better. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then, I still eat some junk. I mean, but most of all, I drink my herbal teas in the morning. Um, ginger, you know, what else? Ginger, all that. You know what I'm saying? In the morning when I get up, 'cause I might hop in the truck. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have to tap into this mad sea moss and get you some sea moss.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, for real. Hey, for real, you gotta get you some sea moss because what I be on.
I'm get from you. Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I want some of that. Cause I need that. I was starting to buy something at the store. I was like, nah, I'm bad for you. Especially when you see
It's scary buying from the store.
it is, ain't
Yeah, it's scary buying from the store.
it? You don't know what you get for real.
Yeah, you for real. Like I thought I was killing the game when I was taking the pills, and I found out the pills like they didn't even do nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, I had watched the video. Dr. Seppi was saying they don't even do nothing for you. So I was like, damn, gotta take the no, it wasn't Dr. Seppi. It was Yaki Awaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Yaki Awaken was talking about how you gotta take it in jail form because your blood is jail. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is actually jail. It's not liquid like they tell you. Like it's really jello. It's like gel. You know what I'm saying? and it's like the sea moss. It's like this type stuff. Like it's like that. Like applesauce. Like it's like it's in that form. You know what I'm saying? And
What the doctor take? What plasma? What they take it from you when you go, like, you know, get your checkups and stuff like that? What you feel like they taking from out your body?
shoot, when they get your blood, they get a little bit of everything. When they get your blood, you know what I'm saying. That's why they can clone you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can make a whole nother you with your blood.
Oh, good. Just like me.
Yeah.
I so scary because I ain't never seen nobody look just like me.
Yeah, like that. I was just seeing something posted by somebody who really tapped in and he done read a lot of esoteric books and stuff, especially on the Anunnaki. Like they done like there's been a lot of experiments and stuff. Like even the Egyptians used to do mummification to those were clones of different people. Those wasn't. That's the reason why they mummified their body to for mummify, like it's for same like cloning type, and the Anunnaki use psychosis. You know what I'm saying? So I would just I think you can phone share. Oh no, you can't screen share. Yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Another
I was just watching the 100 today. I seen it before.
yeah.
You talking about, and I just the part where they were what they was being the gods, they were body jumping. You know what I'm saying? They were like, okay, well, she has the night blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, since she got the night blood, we want to use her avatar to bring one of their ancestors back. I'm gonna bring my daughter back. So it must have been something like that. You think? Something in that sense?
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen like those little things, like the little movies and stuff? We have like you have bodies inside, like bodies growing like inside little
Yeah.
things and shit. Like that's the type of shit they put in your face. It's like that type of shit. Like
Yeah.
technology. You know what I'm saying?
I seen they can have the baby in the without the mother carrying the baby these days.
Oh, there's a movie that came out literally like a year or two ago. Like I think it's called Transcendence, like Transcendence or some shit. And it's the dude who played John Wick, the John Wick dude. Yes,
Mm.
movie good as hell. It's the John Wick dude. His wife and his kid, his whole family died in a car accident, and he's working on this. He's a scientist already, working on cloning experiments, like working on uh bringing dead soldiers inside of robots and making them be able to fight the soldiers that died, putting their body, their mind inside of the robot so it can, you know what I mean, be conscious and stuff and fully operate as the person who was dead. They showed you this in the new Avatar too. Those psychosis things, how they make the bodies in these psychosis things. You get what I'm saying? Like but yeah, but all it takes is blood or sperm. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
That's it. So shit, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So
Have you? Go ahead.
but yeah, that's a really good movie though. It's called Transcendence or some shit.
Transcend. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna watch that because you know that happened to him for real in real life. He supposed to have lost his whole family in real life.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
And that movie is a download then.
Yeah. It really lost his.
He lost his whole family right in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and he literally resurrected them and was acting like they were they was normal. You get what I'm saying?
So what if he
Yeah,
did?
yeah, like he didn't resurrect them, and then he didn't resurrect them from their old bodies. No, he grew them. He grew them in chambers and stuff. Like this shit was insane. Yeah, and it was breaking down the science of it and shit. I don't even remember, but I just know they was giving you some jewels in that movie. You know, and then it's crazy that you told me that happened to his real family in real life. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Like literally in the movie, his whole family died. Wife, kids, everything.
That made me think that he do that for real then.
Exactly. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Hey, look,
He said, I seen that movie.
Yeah, that movie go crazy.
What other movies do you think we need to watch that besides Transcend? What you say, Transcend? I'm watch that myself. Like I said, the 100 is a good show. It get kind of a little boring.
I feel like we kind of like over the whole watching and shit. Like everybody need to go in nature, watch nature, learn something new about ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's all the movies is just telling us stuff about that's going on that either going on that they finna do, or it's either telling you what they finna do, predictive programming, or telling you what you can do. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's either only best thing to do is just work on yourself.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Like
Yes.
every day, this is what I say. I like this is my little thing. Every inside your mind is your mind. Turn your mind into a mind. A mind. Turn your mind into a mind, and then you mind your business every single day. Mind your business. You mind your business every day. You get what I'm saying? And you gonna find gold inside your mind, and you gonna find gold inside your mind and have a gold mind. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I believe.
So that's why you mind your business every day. You get what I'm saying? Literally.
But what you say about the people that don't? Cause I don't mind being by myself. I was like the only child for like 6, 7 years, so I'm like naturally to myself. You know, sometimes I have company, sometimes I won't. But lately I haven't been having no company because, like, like I said, I'd rather be to myself, and I'm fine with that. Just me and my kids.
Yeah.
So, like you said, some people can't stand being by themselves. What you think they mind doing when they can't stand to be alone?
Fighting. And that's why I was talking about having that heavy heart. Because your heart is a recorder. Your heart gonna tell you everything you did. Remember when you did that? Remember when you did that? Remember you said you love her, but you did that? Remember when you said you meant that, but you did that? Your heart always talking to you. You get what I'm saying? Like your heart always telling you what you did. That's why when you do transcend, you can't tell no lies. You can't lie about it because your heart gonna be right there, be like, yes, he did. Like he did that. Your heart right there, be like, oh yeah, shit. That's why your heart gets away. You gotta have a light heart. You know what I'm saying? It's about the heart. I'm telling you, it's all about your heart. Like that heart is important. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like when you do things against your heart, you kill yourself. You literally start killing yourself when you do things that's against your heart. You literally start killing yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like before people ever get disease, they been was dying.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying, boo?
yeah.
So so and those come from actions. They even tell you this in the Bible that things you do can lead to strongholds inside your body that will cause physical appearance. Like if you got knee problems from being, you know, like like that. It has a like it all has a it's tied into something. You get what I'm saying? Like having heart problems. Like every single one of these, if you like this shit gets so deep.
They
Like
say
having heart
heart
problems.
chakra.
Like
If your heart chakra
yeah,
ain't open, like ain't nothing else aligned. If your heart chakra ain't
exactly.
aligned, none of your other chakras is aligned. So yeah, the heart is important. I believe that too. Yeah, for real. Like, cause and then we get ruined by some of the people in the world. How some people think, how some people operate. They operate a little different from you, and you don't have to deal with them. But sometimes, like if somebody they got a regular job, like you said, mind your business. Like when I had my regular job or whatever, I ain't. You want to go hang out, Bo? No, I can't help
Mm-hmm.
and go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I want to chill with y'all. So yeah, so I think that's important. Um, like you said, like even homeless people could be happy. You know what I'm saying? They sleep up in
Shit.
the fridge and got love somebody they love and love somebody.
Hey,
And
I love seeing that. I ain't gonna lie, I love seeing that more than anything nowadays. When I see a homeless couple, I be like, oh, boy, they love
right,
each other. Oh shit. No, I ain't talking about two crackhead homeless
no,
couples. No, I'm talking about actual homeless couple.
mm,
Like people who choosing to live on the streets.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
they love each other.
They love the fuck out each other.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I don't ate with a couple of homeless people. You know, I see them, they might catch my energy and, you know, they be all lifted. Now, let me show you how to do this. I'm like, all right, show me then. Show me how to do that. They ask about, hey, you want something to eat? You want me to take you get something to eat? They looking like, me? Yeah. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Let's go eat something. And sometimes they be shamed. They be having their head down like they don't deserve to eat with me, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't pass that type of judgment on people. I only judge if I have a judgment, uh, whether what kind of energy I want to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Supreme.
Yeah. So yeah. So good juice today. Yeah.
Supreme.
I ain't want to waste all your time or mine. You know.
Supreme.
So
Yeah, I'll definitely tap in with you again.
yes, we definitely is. I gotta get the YouTube. I don't know. I've been looking this stuff up all day, and
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties.
I'm like, hold up, why I can't get this going? Everybody else saying do it on the phone. I went on the phone, so but I can still download this. I can still download this with it. I think.
Yeah, shit, you already know. You already know my energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your necklace coming. I'm gonna see your necklace off tomorrow.
Oh,
And yep, get you right.
thank you.
Yeah, Supreme. You have another
Yeah.
one going with you. You have a twin going on.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you spoke up about the last podcast too, cause that,
Yeah. My communication skills on
yeah,
point.
cause
You gotta choose who to use it on. Yeah.
yeah, that was the energy I need to let go anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, right? I was like, look, the whole while I'm like, but it's great. It's great. So we gonna tap in again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up on the side about the other stuff.
All right.
Okay.
I got you.
Just hit me up, or I'm gonna hit you up.
All right. One love,
One
goddess.
love, God. Peace. Later.
Supreme.